What's going down, Niner Faithful? Welcome back to another video. So, I'm going to be talking about Demarcus Lawrence in this video and if the Niners should actually go out and sign Demarcus Lawrence. Now, is it likely that, he will be re-signed by the Dallas Cowboys? Probably, but I heard that the Cowboys might hold out in re-signing Demarcus Lawrence, which for me, it probably be my first priority, re-signing Ezekiel Elliott and re-signing Demarcus Lawrence like for contract extensions. But something about Demarcus Lawrence, he was selected in the second round by the Dallas Cowboys in the 20 I believe it was the 2014 draft. So he was selected by the Cowboys in the 2014 draft. And personally for me, I think that Demarcus Lawrence, for one, would bring, he would obviously fill a need for this Niners team, probably the biggest need for this Niners team, and that's a pass rusher, or slash edge. And not only that, but he could, help the younger guys. And it's always good to have like a veteran that's been in the league, going on his fifth year next season, to, be on this roster and mentor the younger guys and making them better players on the defensive line. So Demarcus Lawrence, should the 49ers sign Demarcus Lawrence? Absolutely. But I think we should make a push for him because, to me, in all reality, if we were to get Demarcus Lawrence in free agency, we wouldn't need to use that number 2 overall pick for a pass rusher. We could go with, maybe another linebacker to pair with Fred Warner. We could go with Greedy Williams, the corner. In my books, if we ended up signing Demarcus Lawrence, and obviously he's a pass rusher, so that filled the need, we wouldn't need to draft, Josh Allen for, or Nick Bosa, or, Rashawn Gary, who we're talking about signing about, and who a lot of draft analysts have us drafting. It's usually, a lot of the draft analysts have us drafting Josh Allen. But if we get Demarcus Lawrence in free agency, and if we end up signing him, we obviously would not need, we wouldn't need, to draft, a pass rusher maybe in the second overall pick. It just depends, because at the end of the day, you're getting that pass rusher, you're filling that need, and then you can look at, different prospects in the draft that this Niners team needs. We could go out and get Greedy Williams at the number 2 spot while having Demarcus Lawrence. We could go out and get, Delvin Smith, the linebacker. So there's a lot of, if we ended up signing him, it'd be like a whole different approach at the draft, because we wouldn't need to spend that number 2 overall pick on on a pass rusher. And then you look at it in another way. If you don't need, I'd probably want to draft Greedy Williams at the number 2 spot, but if anything, maybe you swap second or first round picks with the Steelers and trade for Antonio Brown, and then you have Antonio Brown, Demarcus Lawrence, while still having a shot at a top-notch corner, a top-notch not a receiver, but a top-notch corner, linebacker, and any other need that we really need on this team. So if we ended up getting Demarcus Lawrence, like I said, that changed the whole approach to the draft, and it'd help out our team. He's an absolute stud. Last season in 2017, he led the Cowboys team, and he was one of the top-notch passers in the NFL. He ended up recording 14 and a half sacks in 2017. So this guy can ball. He's definitely probably a top 5 pass rusher in this league. So I think the Niners should heavily pursue Demarcus Lawrence. But if we don't get him, then we'd have to draft, Josh Allen, Nick Bosa, one of those guys. But you never know. We get him, Demarcus Lawrence, change the whole approach to the draft, and we could fill another need. So obviously, free agency is a big thing for the Niners team. We currently hold the most free agency in the whole NFC, which is a very good thing. So maybe try to reel in Demarcus Lawrence, and then you'll probably have enough money to reel in another big time free agent. So we'll see what happens. But should the Niners go out and get Demarcus Lawrence? Absolutely. It changed the whole approach to the draft. We could fill another need in the draft and not address the pass rush with that number 2 pick, since we could sign, or we would sign, Demarcus Lawrence. So let me know what you guys think. Should the Niners go out and sign Demarcus Lawrence, or should we just should we pursue Demarcus Lawrence and try to sign him, or should we just pass him and just draft draft Josh Allen, Nick Bosa, Rashawn Gary, whoever the Niners might draft the number 2 pick. But so it goes both ways. But I mean, I don't, because a lot of people want the Niners to, heavily pursue like Earl Thomas in free agency. Yes, we should, pursue him in free agency. But if we get a guy like Demarcus Lawrence, I'd honestly rather have Demarcus Lawrence than Earl Thomas, because for one, Earl Thomas has had injuries, he's aging. Demarcus Lawrence has only been in the league 4 years, going on his 5th year. Is it likely that the Cowboys re-sign him? Yes. But the Niners should pursue him. Maybe try to throw him money. More money than the Cowboys would sign him. But it's always a shot to go out and get Demarcus Lawrence. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And tell me if we were to sign Demarcus Lawrence in free agency, tell me who you guys would want to draft at the number 2 overall pick, in the comments down below. But with that being said, it's Niners 49, and as always, go Niners.